Types of business ethics. There are various types of business ethics adopted by businesses depending on the nature or location of the business. This responsibility may be in completing an assigned task, reporting to work at the expected time, or being honest in the workplace. Employees are also expected to own up to their mistakes and work towards correcting them. Corporate responsibility. Businesses should honor their responsibilities to their employees and customers. They need to respect the interests of all parties involved in the business. These interests may be taken in the form of written contracts, verbal agreements, or legal obligations. Social responsibility. Businesses have a responsibility to the environment where their operations are sited. Therefore, businesses are to work towards ensuring environmental protection and giving back to the community through empowerment or investment. One way businesses have been able to achieve this is through a practice called corporate social responsibility (CSR), which has geared up corporations towards environmental protection, community development, and improving the work environment by focusing on people. Technological ethics. With businesses now moving their operations to the digital space through the adoption of e-commerce practices, technology business ethics are necessary. These ethics include customer data, customer privacy, customer personal information protection, fair intellectual property practices, and so on. Trust and transparency. Trust and transparency need to be maintained with stakeholders, including customers and investors and employees. Businesses must maintain transparency in financial reports to partners and not conceal relevant information from customers. Fairness. Bias and personal beliefs are to be avoided in decision-making processes. The business must ensure a fair chance for everyone to boost their growth and development. Examples of business ethics. There are many ways businesses express their ethics. Companies also have a code of conduct documents that informs team members of their ethical responsibility. 1. Data protection. Businesses often collect information about their customers. This may only be an email, but it could also be their physical address or health or financial information, depending on the nature of the business. Companies that collect customer data usually promise to secure that information and not share it without the customer's permission. The same applies to employee information. Business ethics protect employees' personal records and allow access to only those with a valid need to know. 2. Customer prioritization. One way a business shows respect for its customers is by prioritizing their needs, often at the expense of the company. For example, if a customer purchases goods or services that turn out to be unsatisfactory, the business does whatever is necessary to provide or recompense. If it is a faulty product, the business may offer to replace it or refund. If the customer experiences poor service, the company can give a discount or some other form of compensation. 3. Workplace diversity. A business might express fairness by placing a high importance on having a diverse workplace. Achieving a diverse workplace means using recruiting practices that gives equal opportunity to people from different ethnic, gender, and social groups. This can add time and effort to the hiring process, but it will be worthwhile. Employing a diverse range of people gives business the benefit of different perspectives. It also demonstrates that the company is serious about equality and treating people with respect. 4. Whistleblower protection. As a business grows, it becomes harder to verify that employees are adhering to the ethical standards set by the company. Sometimes, the business relies on whistleblowers or a person who informs authority figures about illicit activity to garner attention regarding unethical practices within the company. To encourage employees to come forward and report unethical practices, businesses often put a place of protection against negative consequences. With this protection, employees don't need to fear losing their jobs or encountering disciplinary action for notifying the company about unethical behavior. 5. Corporate transparency. A business that practices transparency is clear in its communication, both with employees and customers. This means that communication is unambiguous, so there is no confusion about the policies or priorities that guide the business decisions. Transparent corporate communications are also truthful and honest. 6. Community outreach. Companies often feel the ethical obligation to help communities in which they conduct business. This can take the form of volunteer programs for employees, sometimes at the company's expense. Such programs might include serving in a soup kitchen, helping with home repairs, cleaning up after a natural disaster, or teaching skills at a local community center. These programs not only help those in need, but also develop respect and trust within the community. 7. Environmental awareness. Many companies take environmental concerns seriously, whether that means reducing waste or cleaning local land, water, and air. There are various ways businesses act on this, such as reducing air travel and using teleconferencing technology as much as possible. Businesses might also promote recycling in their outreach. 8. Employee compensation. Companies adhering to principles of fairness and respect strive to pay their team members a fair wage for the work they do, based on their experience, education, and job duties. They also regularly review compensation and adjust it to make sure it continues to reflect the positions and experience of employees. Businesses often reward outstanding performance with employee bonuses. In summary, a business can never run well without the ethics in place. Business ethics are policies that guide the behavior of corporate entities, especially regarding controversial subjects. Business ethics protect companies from legal liability and ensure that they treat their customers and team members with respect.